So Steve, carrying on our theme of sales made simple, what's the sort of one key task you think that people in sales or looking to increase their sales and profits should get stuck into at the moment?
Okay, so here's one that's maybe a glimpse of the obvious to some people,
Right.
but it's one that people fail to act on. Write down, and if we had a pad and paper now, I'd challenge you to it,
Yes.
but write down, if you're watching this, the names of 3 people that you know you should have called by now, but for whatever reason you haven't called them.
You always find reasons not to, and what sort of reasons are there? Why do we do?
You don't want to be pushy. You don't want to be that in-your-face salesperson.
True.
You've already called them twice. You're going to become a nuisance. Well, don't be a nuisance. Find a good reason to call.
Right.
Let me give you an example of what happened here. I mentioned this to a group of people locally at a business event, and I challenged them to go away and make 3 calls and call me the next day by 10:30 and let me know how they got on.
Done it.
Yeah, I wasn't just say they've done it. A bit of accountability, but I wanted to hear what happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the amount of people that called me with this revelation that they'd found that their phone has actually got a button they can press to call out and not just wait aggressively for clients to call them.
Yes.
They can actually make outbound calls. And one guy, I'll share this, one guy called me and said, I've been in print for 22 years and it took you last night to tell me to pick up the phone to 3 people a day. And yet I've been blaming...
It's amazing.
I'm blaming everyone for buying businesses down.
Yeah.
I said, well, I'm glad you called me. He said, no, the reason I called you was that I've done the maths. He said, if I could pick up the phone, because what happened is the first person I called, answer phone, didn't get through.
Often happens.
Second person, placed a small order. Third person, they also placed an order. So 2 out of 3 people placed an order when he followed up because they'd been busy and hadn't placed orders. He said, but it was only 540 quid for both orders. That was not my fault what he charges for his print.
No.
But he said, but that's not why I called you. I called you to say, if I could get that result, and that's much less than my average order value, but if I could get that, and I called people 5 days a week, even though I often work 6 or 7, you know how business owners are, he said, if I did that, that would be £2,700 a week in extra business. I said, I'm glad you called me.
For the sake of 3 phone calls a day.
He said, but that's not why I called you either. He said, I figured that if I did that, if I had 4 weeks holiday a year, that would still leave me 48 weeks of the year that I could pick up the phone 5 days a week and call 3 people.
Yes.
And if I got that same low result, that's about £126,000 of extra business. I said, now we're talking.
Well worth having.
But what he said to me, Gary, was that's not why I called you either. The reason I called you is that I've actually got 4 people, including myself, that work in sales. And if I can get them off their lazy backsides to pick up the phone and call just 3 people a day, every day, that's £518,000 of extra business. And I'm blaming the government, I'm blaming VAT, I'm blaming competitors.
Yes.
When in fact,
Often
sales
happens,
made simple, pick up the phone.
Just the basics, yeah.